perfect sewing room? I'm sure you thought about it. I know I certainly have. I've sewn with my machine on a card table, on the corner of the dining room table, and in the basement with my machine propped on a countertop. And now I have a dream sewing studio, a Koala Dream Sewing Studio. Come on and see for yourself. Every time I walk into my sewing room, I think, this is the most beautiful room in my house. Well, I might be a little bit prejudiced, yet my sewing room is filled with elegant, beautiful furniture. It's a wonderful place to create. I took some time to really analyze my creative needs, measure the space I had to work with, and then plan out my room with the help of my Koala dealer. You'll notice that I have 4 creative areas. Remember, this is my dream sewing room. Let's look at each area individually. My first decision was to plan a space for my main sewing studio. Koala's Quilt Pro Plus 4 was my choice. I had it built 29¼ inches in height. Included with the studio are side pallets. These handy work surfaces fit on top of the bifold doors and can swing 270 degrees around the studio. The door pallet combo is weight-bearing, enabling it to support a serger, fabric, or even ironing equipment. To the back of my Quilt Pro Plus 4, I have the add-on feature of the Outback extension. Since I keep my sewing room set up at all times, I need this extra space for supporting fabrics and projects. Beneath this extension are the amazing Outback shelves, also an add-on feature. No more wasted space. This dream sewing room is filled with ways to organize my extensive fabric and notion collections. My next step was to decide on a design center. Well, okay, that's a fancy term for my cutting area. Remember, I'm in my dream sewing room. When cutting out patterns or squaring quilts, I need space. Using Koala's companion furniture pieces of the same height that fit together, I chose the Treasure Chest Plus 4 and the Storage Center Plus 4 at the 35¼ inch height to create an island much like I have in my kitchen. At this location, I designed landscape quilts, cut out patterns, and serge. By the way, I often sew or serge at this taller, comfortable height. Koala affords me that luxury. To utilize the full surface of my design center, I'm able to lower my machine with Koala's electric glide lift. After removing the custom-made machine insert, you can use the remote control and lower the machine into position and then glide the insert for the table topping, fit it in, and I have a complete surface. It's the ultimate surface. At this sewing configuration, I have a very large area, yet there's more. To achieve the maximum cutting space, I'm able to expand both Outback extensions for the ultimate cutting surface. I wanted my computer area to coordinate with my other creative studios. Koala was able to do that for me. Since Koala Studios and companion pieces are custom ordered, I had a keyboard tray added to the Sewmate Plus 4 in place of the machine lift. At the height of 29¼ inches, it's the perfect office setting. Now the rich, elegant wood finish is consistent throughout my dream sewing room. Notice that my computer area flows around the corner. The connection piece, called the Rollabout Plus 4 with a corner top, has lots of storage and connects my work surface to an extra sewing area. When my friends come to visit, they can sew here. It's like having a guest sewing room. My final station is my Embroidery Center Plus 4. For extensive embroidery projects, I use a multi-needle machine. Koala's Embroidery Center and the companion Rollabout Plus 4 combo at the 32¼ inch height are truly the proverbial icing on the cake. You'll notice that the machine fits into foot pads. They're built right into the studio. Plus, there's space for all of my embroidery needs, including a closet for the hoops. You've just seen a preview of my dream sewing room. You'll get to see greater details of the Koala Studios and companion pieces during 8 additional videos called the Koala Advantage. Whether you have a large or a small area, Koala has the sewing furniture to create your dream sewing room. Koala Studios are available at the Sewing and Vacuum Place at 1250 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa.